As a relatively new entrant into the Formula One arena, Haas brought a fresh perspective, challenging established norms and methods. With a strong commitment to innovation and a relentless pursuit of excellence, the team has both captivated and intrigued enthusiasts around the globe. But is this all to know about Haas? Absolutely not. There's a great trouble at the door. Haas appears to be in even more trouble right now, as team owner Gene Haas may be sued by team manager Guenther Steiner for ownership of the Formula One team. The situation is not good for the team, as they are already not having a good season, but the question remains, who is going to prevail in the lawsuit and who is going to benefit? Watch the entire video to find out. Despite the growing disagreement, Steiner has stated that he views Gene Haas positively. He has stated how important Haas was in establishing the Haas F1 team. But now the question of who owns the team is causing some problems. In the current Formula One situation, there is a developing conflict between Guenther Steiner, the Haas team's leader, and Gene Haas, the team's founder. The dispute is over who owns the team. According to recent data from Business F1 magazine, Steiner's claim that an agreement was reached in 2016 is at the root of the issue. Steiner asserts that this alleged agreement calls for him to have a significant financial investment in the team. "I organized this group and attracted funding for it." Gene Haas disputes Steiner's claim that he was promised a 50% stake in the team's Formula One division. This argument has significant financial ramifications. The estimated market value of the Haas F1 team is $900 million. If Steiner's assertion is accurate, selling the team would cost him $450 million. He may be attempting to legally support his claim and ensure that he receives what he feels he is entitled to because of this enormous sum of money. However, Haas has signed contract extensions to both drivers Magnussen and Nico for the 2024 season. Making matters more intriguing, the Haas F1 team's value has been increasing steadily as it approaches $1 billion valuation. The urgency of Steiner's pursuit of ownership rights increases. The team receives offers to be purchased every week, according to Steiner, who also noted that the offers are for sizable sums of money rather than just a small sum. Now, owning the team seems like a smart and valuable thing to do. Within the Haas F1 team, not everything is operating perfectly. Although Kevin Magnussen, who rejoined the team and performed well in 2022, has stated that the team is beginning to feel frustrated because they have not scored any points in several races, Steiner did get what he wanted, which was the ability to hire experienced F1 drivers rather than new ones, or those who bring money to drive. Haas had a successful first half of the season, scoring in 3 of the first 5 races. The Haas drivers have not been able to place among the top 10 in any races, though, since the Miami Grand Prix in May. Magnussen claims that the main reason for this is that while their rivals have advanced significantly, Haas has not been able to make equivalent advancements. Improvements are no doubt needed in a team, but blaming everything on the founder might not be very sensible. What do you think? Magnussen claims there have been improvements, but overall performance has lagged behind that of their principal rivals. He does observe that they have improved in terms of qualifying, though. They have yet to experience significant gains, which is unfortunate given that some of the vehicles they were up against at the beginning of the year have become much faster. Magnussen is upbeat about the coming months, even though the team is working extremely hard. For the remainder of the year, he thinks there are still plenty of valid reasons to be hopeful. The team is aware of the issues they are facing, according to Magnussen's teammate Nico Hülkenberg, who mentioned this after the team encountered more difficulties at the Belgian Grand Prix. He warned, though, that it would not be simple to find a solution. Hülkenberg said the team's performance over the weekend was not very good and advised them to view it as a setback, take a break, regroup, and come back stronger after the summer break. He clarified that while the break was necessary, the team really needed upgrades that would result in performance gains. The most recent race at Spa-Francorchamps exposed their car's flaws, which caused them to struggle in every practice and lap. There is a ton of work to be done, Hülkenberg acknowledged. He claims that although they are aware of the causes of the problems, resolving them and obtaining significant performance improvements is not an easy task. It is a trickier procedure. With the same number of points as Williams, Haas is currently in 8th place in the Constructors' Championship, as they get ready for the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort at the end of August. In fact, Hülkenberg was recently questioned about his podium accomplishments. Except for the races in Melbourne 2013, Spa 2015, and Silverstone 2020, where he was unable to start, Nico Hülkenberg has competed in 193 Formula One races. His best performance was fourth place, which he attained 3 times between 2012 and 2016 while playing for Force India and Sauber. Nevertheless, in other races, he was just shy of placing first. For instance, he led for a sizable portion of the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix before colliding with Lewis Hamilton. A lengthy pit stop cost him the opportunity to finish third in the 2016 Monaco Grand Prix. The next most F1 race starts without a podium belongs to Adrian Sutil, who has made 128 attempts. When questioned about his lack of F1 victories, particularly because he has not raced for a top-tier team in the championship, Hülkenberg said it is a factual statement and denied feeling frustrated. He acknowledged that considering it might be a little frustrating because all race car drivers, both in the past and present, want to win as much as possible. But he emphasized that he had never owned a vehicle that would have made that possible. However, for a variety of reasons, it never happened, despite having good cars and opportunities for podium finishes. He made it clear that he is content and joyful despite this. When he looked back on his journey, he acknowledged that there were some things he could have done better, but he was not angry or frustrated. He expressed his satisfaction with his current position and the fact that his 200th Grand Prix is rapidly approaching. He will probably reach that milestone around the October race in Mexico. He thinks his career must be going well because he would not have been able to compete in Formula One for 200 races if he were doing poorly. Hülkenberg stated that he had a pit lane finish more than a handful of times during his Formula One career, which was a very small number of opportunities. He mentioned his current Formula One season focus and his commitment to working tirelessly to make the most of it. After Renault dropped him for the 2020 season, his career experienced a late comeback when he joined Haas. He explained that to maximize his current situation. He would had chances before, but they had not worked out, which was disappointing at the time. A statistic regarding the number of races without a podium was brought up, he noted. A Haas car can only be used for a limited number of things in the end. Credit should be given for scoring points with the bottom 5 teams, especially since his impressive qualifying has resulted in points. The team could earn a lot more money as a result. Given that his qualifying success has resulted in points, Hülkenberg might be the preferred option if a decision had to be made. To say that Hülkenberg will remain without a doubt while Magnussen might not get another year is perhaps not entirely fair. It might be worthwhile to keep both of them at Haas given the potential of the car. However, whether or not the team is sold will determine everything. So, will Haas be sold? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and stay updated, F1 family.